So this is where we are actually starting from. If you look, as I said, the author is just rewriting his sick fantasy or something, you know. Welcome back, any fans, to another episode of Even Given the Worthless Appraiser Class, I'm Actually the Strongest, episode 7. Previously, when we left off, we finally figured out where are all the demon seeds that is coming from. Is it really called demon seeds? It's like a corruption seed that stick onto their forehead. Apparently it was given by the first daughter of the Yggdrasil, you could say, Ekina. Not the Ekina from ReZero we just watched yesterday. Now, we don't really know what's her objective for doing this, but if I could do a good guess, is she want to revive the demon clan or something, because she's quite bored of her life. Well, compared to our Ekina from ReZero, the Ekina in this the worthless class is actually quite a pervert. I don't know, she's like for some thirst trap or something, you know. Well, with the villain of the story get caught up, I don't think we're going to learn much of the story, you know, since they just work out for one thing and the author is just winging it like nothing. So what's going to happen in this episode? Let's find out, shall we? I would like to thank Smooth Asia for streaming this anime. Without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So this is where we are actually starting from. If you look, as I said, the author is just rewriting his sick fantasy or something, you know. Like the author can write whatever, like what is that Thanos word? Reality can be whatever I wish for. This is exactly what he wanted in his story, isn't it? I feel like, yeah, it's just the author bullshitting his way out of certain situation, you know, like a legal loophole or something. So, are they like going to eventually give everyone a kiss or something to formulate or to solidify their contract with one another? Since like majority of people are not residing, not so majority, everyone is residing within his eyes, right? With the mana crystal inside, or the Yggdrasil crystal along with the dungeon core. I guess like the author want to go even deeper, right, into dojins, right? Yeah, stronger bonding when the man and the woman come together. The guy opened the female lock or something. If you get my drift. You see, this, as I said, it's just the author's sick fantasy of wanting to, trying to be him, imagine himself with other girls, you know. Let's see, this is what I mean, like, we're gonna jump into the middle of nowhere, because the plot just ended up in the middle of nowhere, so now they have to info dump us. Demon King? There's another Demon King around? Is the Demon Lord and the Demon King is like separate entity? Like, I thought the Demon Lord died or something, since this is now a king. Now, I don't think I'm anywhere wrong that thinking that Ekina is actually quite an active pervert or something, because she's just actively flirting or seducting any living being, man. Would you, chat, would you like get ruined by her? It's not about you fixing her, it's about she will ruin you. No, you don't say you're designed like a falcon. If you don't have falcon ability, I'm more surprised over there. Is this where the author want to show off how strong our protagonist has finally become after solidifying the contract? Judging by the scenes over here, it looks exactly what I think is gonna happen. Just proving that how strong he has become and solidifying his power after the contracts, you know. Well, here we go with a lot of info dump. There's nothing much I could say, you know, since this is how the author writes himself into a corner, you know. That's why now he need to info dump the audience with more info. I guess that we're gonna get introduced to a new character. Whether she is a tree spirit or not, I'm not sure. But since a lot of fantasy writers like to have a big harem, right? This is proceeding exactly. You see, she has elf-like ear. She could be a tree spirit or someone that originated from the Yggdrasil crystal. Now I do wonder who's the one that writing all these books in this library, you know, since they have a sort of all kind of information in here. You see what I'm saying? Is that be such a coincidence that someone with elf ear is a tree spirit out of the Yggdrasil? Well, I guess when Alice called this person mother, technically this would be her guardian then. Well, at least we learned something new. Not all Yggdrasil spawn or children can be as powerful as the previous tree spirits we have seen, the previous sisters. But I still feel like having a 1,000-mile eye is a very strong move to have, you know. You can get a lot of intelligence. Well, in Battlefield, information is key, you know.
嬉しそう
Oh my god, she's speaking in old Japanese. I can't really understand much without a subtitle.
寸法やけど仮に
Wait, then who write the contract between them to bind the hidden dungeon with the kingdom though, to store all the library's book inside? Like, they answer some of the question, but then they open up with more question, you know?
すごく怖いよな
You know, they're gonna make our character relatable. This is exactly what people try to do, so that we will actually like bond with the character or something, making them relatable. But he's so overpowering to the point that we can't really relate with him, right?
信じてついてきてくれないかアリ
It's not really a very good move to take Alice at all, since she's really protected in this hidden dungeon and you already know where she is inside the kingdom, right? You can always come here to pick her up, like last person, and you can go reunite other sister first, and then finally the last one over here to pick her up. She has all the time in the world, for God's sake. Why are you so fixated on trying to bring her out of the dungeon? Not a smart move, isn't it?
胸が苦しくなる
I wonder if what did the main character did to raise her up so much? I'm not. What has she been spying him from the very beginning of the story or something? Huh? Or is this because this cannot be the first human he met and then just suddenly, oh, this is the first human I met, I'm gonna fall in love with you? It's so weird, man. The author is crazy, bro.
一歩踏み出す時や
It's weird that even her mother or her guardian is like encourage her to leave this place when her duty is to protect her. My god, that's counter logic, right? Like it doesn't go against the guardian's logic, you know.
こう外の世界へ
No, I'm really trying to think that this anime is like targeted audience for the younger teens, you know. It's not for more of the teenagers. Maybe someone from 12 to 16, maybe 16 even. It's like all the way to maybe until 14, because that's the targeted audience, you know. They didn't really even answer why the sister cannot join her inside the hidden dungeon, because Majora thing actually staying inside his eyes, right? At least we know that they can't leave the gate because they already say only human can leave the gate. So now they need to fight their way out. But now they also need to find the hidden crystal, right? Yeah, here comes he fighting in the dungeon to retrieve the Yggdrasil crystal then. The shattered fragment. Mic test 1 2 1 2, mic test. Okay, I caught it. Recently my mic is acting up again because it just went offline suddenly.
そう
I don't think girls in real life is this straightforward, right? If everything has been this straightforward, it would be so much easier for guys. Girls has never been this straightforward, you know?
みんなが嬉しそうで
Oh, at least we find out that Yuri definitely is the youngest, that's why. That means her guardian is actually the lowest in the ranking. Like, due to the hierarchy. Whether the power, I'm not very sure then.
お兄さん大好きだもん
Well, Pina is designed after as a Mesugaki, right? Even her voice sounds like that. If you don't know what a Mesugaki is, I think it's better you just go search it up yourself, because I think I'll get banned, you know? Some of my video do get shadow banned because I'm mentioning something.
この状況
This is fun. I mean, if only girls were this straightforward, it would be much easier for guys, right? Our life. But it's not gonna be that way. I didn't watch the 100 Girlfriends, so I'm not sure how the anime will be. But I think most guys will pretty much enjoy it because the girls over there are also much honest to the protagonist. I guess that's why a lot of people like it. It's easier to, I would say, to understand your waifu, right? Well, let's wait a while for the after credit scenes because I'm watching this live right now.
回二軍の影
So, Nigun no Kage. If you see how to say that in Japanese, but I don't know how to say that in English. Because my English is not my first language. For the video, this is exactly what I expected. Since because you know the author just randomly finish up one of the like just end the story and somewhere in the middle of nowhere by answering us the question where the demon seeds or some corrupted seeds is coming from that's sticking to people's forehead. It's come from like the first Yggdrasil fragment, Ekina. And we learned that the Demon Lord is not actually dead or something. Maybe the Demon Lord did die and then it now reincarnated back into a Demon King, like respawn like some kind of game mechanic. But we're not getting any much answer over there. And Ekina is still a freaking pervert, you know. I prefer girls would be more like a closet pervert, unless like you're acting as a persona or something. Closet pervert are much better. Too straightforward is very scary, you know. So my prediction for this anime, if I really understand how the author is going to think, they're going to proceed since the opening has already spoiled us that there's still one more sister to go before this season ends. So most likely the last final sister we're going to meet is going to get into some kind of trouble, you know. And our main character is going to go in and save them. What kind of trouble? I think will most likely be dealing with demons, I guess. And then they will find out that, oh, the demon are actually trying to get a crystal or something to finally restore the Demon King's power or something. But that's my vague theory behind it, my guess. But I wouldn't know until we watch until there, right? That's all I had in mind currently. Whether I had actually more, but since I want to release this video on time, this is all I had in my head right now. So if you enjoyed this video, hopefully I'll see you in the next video.